This is the final video of the 1976 Corvette Stingray detail. My name is Brian and this is Fab Automotive Detailing. I want to clarify something I said in the previous video about glazes on paint. When somebody's paying you to detail their car and you put a glaze on there and then you throw a wax over and you tell them that, you know, you got all the scratches out, they are so excited. But then when that wax is gone and that glaze is gone, they're going to see those scratches again and be very disappointed and never want to do business with you again, never let you touch their car again. So I don't believe in glazes in that aspect, but if you have a show car that you just want to get a lot of pop for just for a car show coming up, or if you're just a guy like me that just wants a little bit of extra pop after a wax, glazes are fine. I don't have a problem with it then. I just have a problem with glazes when it comes to almost kind of lying to a customer that you got all the imperfections out of their paint when in reality you didn't. You just put a band-aid over it. So I wanted to clarify that real quick. What we're going to do now is we're going to do the best of show paste wax. We're going to apply it to the car and I'm going to get my wax out and we're going to get set up. So here's what the can looks like that we're going to be using. The Griot's Garage Best of Show Paste Wax. Take the top off of it. There it is. Smells really good. I have no idea what the smell is, but that is just, it smells amazing. I'm going to use the applicator that comes with the wax. Now this is kind of a topic that's debated a lot, I've noticed on YouTube, whether you go in straight lines or if you go in swirls. This is not going to cut into the paint at all. You could do swirls if you wanted to, you can do straight lines if you wanted to. I'm not going to go into that, but I do straight lines. That's how I apply wax. That's how I've always applied wax. And I'm going to show you how easily it goes on, and then we might just go into a time lapse. I'll wax the whole vehicle, come back and show you how easily it comes off. So get just a little bit out of the can, kind of squeeze these together. You're ready to go. Only thing you want to do is kind of don't put a bunch of wax in any of these open spots, like on this hood, any of these edges. Start at the top. You're going to apply it the same way, at least I do. I don't go in circles. Apply it the same way you polish, which is just in a back and forth cross hatch pattern. So that way you know you get waxes on everything. You're not missing a spot, and that's it. Then go on to the next spot. I do about 2, maybe 3 passes at the most. Stuff smells so good. I cannot put my finger on what it is, but it smells so good when you're using it. Another debated topic that I've seen is colored wax, you know, black wax for black paint and white wax for white paint and red for red paint. I don't believe in that. And the reason I don't believe in it is cars these days have clear coats on them. So all you're doing is putting a black wax on top of a clear, that's what clear is, clear coat. You're not actually putting it on top of the black paint or the red paint or the blue paint, whatever. And these companies are making you believe that it works better on a colored vehicle. And they're making a bunch of money off of you. You know, instead of selling you a tin of this wax for, you know, $20, $30, they're going to jack the price up $10 extra because they got you thinking that it's going to be better. Griot's Garage doesn't have anything like that. Their waxes are not colored. They don't believe in it either. And normally, if this wasn't a paste wax, I'd be using my polisher when I have a liquid wax, put it on my red waxing pads, and it does go by a lot faster. But with this paste wax, I guess I could, you know, take a credit card or something and scoop it out and put it on a red waxing pad for my polisher, but I kind of enjoy doing it by hand, to be honest with you. And there you have it. That's how easily it is applied. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of the vehicle, and then we'll come back and take the wax off. I'm gonna move the camera back. Well, that's it. Didn't take very long to put the Best of Show paste wax on. Never does on this paste wax. The thing, I love that Best of Show paste wax. And if you've ever used the original Best of Show paste wax formula, which was liquid, man, that stuff worked good, but it was a pain in the butt to work with, putting it on, taking it off. That stuff, it's amazing. You'll see when we go to take it off. But let me walk you around the car. Just show you the wax is on. No circles. But like I said, if you do circles, it's your car, and those red foam pads they're not abrasive. They shouldn't hurt at all. But if you do circles, you can actually miss spots of wax. That's why I always do lines. You'll miss spots of the body. Yeah, there we go. So we are covered in wax. As you can see, we're going to let this all dry up. And when we come back, I'll show you taking it off. So off camera, I put on the tire shine. You guys have seen me do that before. You've seen other people do it, but that is the Adams tire shine. That stuff, if you don't have any, I would order some because this stuff is amazing. It's not real glossy, just a satin finish, but it's dry to the touch. It's dry. Nothing at all in my hands. I wanted to show you this. Forgot to show in the last video. So here's all the correcting pads that we used for the 5.5 inch pads, 3 inch pads, and these are correcting pads, and these are finishing pads, the black ones. So you don't have as many finishing pads. It doesn't take as much. They're very soft. There's the Adams tire shine and the convoluted applicator right there. What we're going to be using to take the wax off is I have wax removal cloths, and then I have some Pfm microfibers that are really good for taking wax off. But I need to save one because I'm either going to put Best of Show detail or Best of Show wax, spray wax on after this. So let's see if the wax is good. It should be. It's been almost 20 minutes, so it's got to be good. Remember, it's ready to go. If it smudges or smears when you do that, then the wax is not fully cured. So now we're ready to take it off. I'll bring you in close. Sorry, this might be a little bouncy. Bring you in close for the initial removal so you can kind of see. And if any of you have ever used the original formula, you know how hard it was to take off. This stuff is so much easier. And this towel right here is their Pfm Wax Removal Cloth. It works awesome, works very good. So let me show you. Little to no effort at all. I mean, it's still a little bit harder than a sealant or a man-made wax, but that's to be expected. Carnauba is pretty hard. But they put something in this that made it so much easier than their original formula did. In fact, they may have put whatever's in the liquid poly wax, because that liquid poly wax, that stuff is amazing. It is literally one swipe and you're done. See, I'm kind of going back and forth, kind of working the wax off. I'll check it again periodically to make sure that it's still good, it's not smearing. And I'll check every panel before I remove the wax. There you go. It's really good. This provides so much depth and clarity to the paint. It's unreal, unlike any other Carnauba I've ever used. When we get it out in the sun later, you'll really be able to tell. Put you back in the tripod and we will take it off. And you will use several towels. If it starts getting to the point where it's kind of snagging on the wax, that means the microfibers are getting filled up. You either need to flip it over to a new side or just grab a new microfiber cloth. Is off the car. Do a quick walk around. I do a walk around once I get done, just to make sure I did not miss anything. So I'm kind of, if the camera gets out of focus or looks a little weird, I'm kind of looking at the paint, not looking at the screen. I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything, any wax. The reflection on this thing is amazing. We may not have got rid of all the imperfections, but we sure brought this paint back to life. Oh, one thing I did not show this. I wish I would have. So this Corvette symbol was completely had wax in all these little creases, all on like the E, the R. I did the best I could to get them all out, and I used like a little brush. And then I polish it with my finger. I put polish on my finger. I'll go in and I'll polish around every single letter with my finger, and then I'll remove it. And then I wax it the same way. I put wax on my glove and lightly just spread the wax around through there. So that's one way you can do that. Q-tips work great for that as well. Show you guys these routing wheels. They are in great shape. They look brand new. Car looks amazing. Well, we're gonna get it outside, and actually, I'm sorry, no we're not. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna put a Best of Show spray wax on, I think. I've never done that. That's a brand new product. I've only used it once. I'm gonna go over the top of this with Best of Show spray wax. That way, also, if I missed any wax in the removal process, I should catch it right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. This towel right here, the PFM from Griot's Garage, this is a towel you have to use the Best of Show spray wax. I've seen people do reviews with regular microfibers and it just does not work. But when you read the back, it says using a clean PFM dual weave wax removal or regular just dual weave, you have to have one of these. So I'm just gonna mist it on the paint. I know I've showed this in other videos, but this should just really bring this paint even better. More to life, I guess is the word I'm looking for. This stuff is so easy to remove. This is the final look of the car. This is finished. One thing I forgot to mention about removing the wax, and I want to make sure I make this point clear. If you want to wax in circles, that's fine, or straight lines, you know, however you want to do it, it's your car. But when you're removing the wax, do not remove it with a microfiber towel or any type of towel in a circle, because you will put swirls in the paint, which you just worked really hard to get the swirls out of. Always straight line passes when you're removing the wax. I really enjoyed making this video. I had a lot of fun. It took a little bit longer than I planned to do the video, just because I had to do a lot more work on the car to get it to the stage where it was when it left. The customer picked it up, absolutely loved it. Tony, if you're watching this video, I want to say thank you for allowing me to detail your car, and hopefully I can do some more cars for you in the future. Hey, if you guys like this video, give us a big thumbs up. And while you're down there, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.